The internet kind of went crazy with this photo of Sukihanna at the VMAs, hunched over, downward dog, ass poking. Look great, I'll be honest with you. And for some reason, that was like an assault on all black women and it destroying the image of the black woman and all that stuff. And it started to be a thing because it started trending that Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Sukihanna, Sexy Red are helping destroy the female black image. Raven, is this true?
Yo, damn, why'd you call me first? Okay. No, I don't think it's true. I can see why they saying that. I can see where they're coming from, but I don't think it's true. I don't think it's true. And I honestly love Suki and Foxy Red album goes off song for song. Like I'm not gonna lie, it was a fire fucking album. I think them girls are honestly living their truth. They're taking advantage of the opportunity that they have right now, especially because I mean, sex is always sold. Sex is always sold, but it's been now it's at a it sells to everybody. Like nobody's holding back with that. They're really just taking advantage of that, and I can't be mad at it. And I'm not gonna lie, Suki picture was fire. I was very shocked that that girl got on the ground, but also at the same time I was not surprised because that's how Suki came in. She came in doing very dramatic, very drastic, very and the fire was photo and it went viral. So she did what she came to do.
Kamisha, how do you feel about it?
I would say no as well, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't think so.
Here's where I land with this. The people who complain about it need to have an alternative. This is what I mean. When we looking at this stuff, we have to kind of point at alternatives. If you're not liking the image of Sexy Red Sukiana, you have to have an image of a woman that you're pointing out. I can't tell you, oh my gosh, Pepsi sucks, and then say, well, try Coca-Cola. No, if I say Pepsi sucks, you got to go try Dr. Pepper, that kind of thing. So for me, the music is all about fun and stuff like that. And when I see it, they kind of matriculated to little girls and stuff like that. And that's where like I kind of get pissed off at because there's no onus on the people that's actually playing the damn songs to the kids. Like I had did this in the other video and Shawty just disappeared, but I guarantee you can finish these lyrics. Guaranteed. And you'll remember it from when you were a kid. I'm gonna ask you to finish the lyrics. You got it?
Remember, I'm not that you can't
No,
go too far back.
trust me, trust me.
All
Trust
right.
me, you'll get it. You ready?
Yeah.
Do 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 do. Right. You learned that song when you were a kid. Stuff like that that kind of pisses me off. If we're saying that this is destroying a black woman's image, I had this thing where I say pick your poison or pick your potion. And how I mean that is basically this. When you're essentially talking about certain things, you have to make sure that you have a way in which you're speaking into where it's positive. Would I mess with a Sukiana or a Sexy Red? Hell nah. Before night, possibly. Who knows? I could be drunk and stuff like that and everything.
Why
But it's
not though? Because that's what I hate that everybody try to really get on Suki. Suki has all she did hella interviews where she said all the shit that she's talking about, the fucking and sucking, she does with one man. She's been with we've all known her to have one nigga. You have not known Suki to be ran through. Now I don't really go and do a bunch of like I said, deep diving into celebrities. I don't like try to follow them that much. Whatever they do, whatever the next grown woman does with her coochie, it's her business. I'm a big believer in that, and that's for famous and normal. But Suki has come out and said, like, y'all really just be paying me out. Like I just be out here just fucking and sucking, and there's a lot more girls that you can name multiple people they've been with, sex tapes and all, and I'm nothing like that. And they get treated with way more respect than I do. And just because I'm, having fun and taking advantage of the situation of what y'all buying and putting everywhere anyways, y'all want to try to dog me out and act like I don't deserve or I'm destroying or I think Suki will be a sweet girl, and I think any nigga will be lucky to be in a relationship. She really will be the type to go hard for her nigga, no matter what.
because what you're showing to the rest of the world is the image. Let's understand something. Reality is what you make it until proven otherwise. How I mean that is this. She can say all of that and everything like that. That's cool. But now when I got videos of you bouncing your ass on every type of person and all this stuff and everything like that, and you're surrounded by individuals, they say ornithological studies, birds of a feather flock together. Regardless of what you may be internally, externally is something completely different.
I
So
agree with that.
when you come off as a certain way, I'm going to believe it. We prejudice people all the time, and people don't like to admit it. If I see somebody who's raggedy, scraggly, and dirty and everything like that, I'm going to assume that they're homeless. I'm not going to assume that they just came out of a competition and they just won $1 million where all they had to do was be nomadic for about 3 weeks. If I see a woman crying, I'm going to assume she's sad. I'm not going to assume that she just passed one of the biggest tests in her life and now she's getting something or something like that. I'm not going to assume that. We prejudice people. So for Sukihanna, let's understand the look. Tattooed up. That don't scream wife.
Sir.
Multiple. That doesn't scream wife. It is what it is. Multiple sex tapes. She said it's just the one. No, you got a couple of them.
She's got sex tapes, but only with one dude.
Doesn't matter.
The dude she was dealing with. It's her nigga.
Doesn't matter.
So you
Doesn't matter.
date her because she had an OnlyFans with the one like that's the one dick in the past. I'm obviously that's not the only nigga she's ever been with in life. But let's say Suki's been with 5 niggas ever in life.
Presentation is everything.
But you missing out on a good thing, and that's the problem. I do agree with you. It's a normal thing to want to be able to put something in a box.
Why should I risk my time, effort, and energy to disprove something that you're putting out there? Why not go for the woman who isn't doing these things?
I agree. I understand where you're coming from.
If I put out a lot of material and let's just say I said all I do is stay at home and barbecue meat. I don't do anything else like that. I don't want to go out. I don't want to go swimming. I want to be at home and I just want to cook. And you say to yourself, oh my gosh, I think I can convince him to come out and start trying vegetables and all this shit and all these gallerias and everything like that. And then for months and months and months, I'm constantly telling you, I'm not doing that. This is what I'm doing. But in my mind, actually, if you actually get to know me, I actually do like to get to go out and all that. You would be a fool to sit there and say, I'm going to go ahead and date that person to see if they really like that. Like, no.
What? No, that is literally a part of fucking life, baby. You got to take a chance. You got to take a risk. Anything worth having, you got to put in that work. You got to put in that work. And we all can't be scary or just sit up here and be like, oh, well, because it looks like not. I do understand what you're saying. I understand where you're coming from. Okay, so I understand that it's a natural human behavior to want to be able to easily identify what we're dealing with, to be able to make that decision on whether or not we want to deal with something. But we can't always just deal with what looks easy or what looks safe to us.
It's called educated guesses. You got to make an educated guess. You have to.
I feel like an educated guess on.
Educated risk. I'm sorry, educated risk. You have to. If you don't, this is where a lot of women mess up. Y'all keep going for these Build-A-Bear ass project ass dudes, and then wondering why a lot of these cats don't work out. Well, baby, if you would have picked something better that looked way better, that looked compatible, then hell, that would have worked itself out. That's how it goes. The problem is all this risk stuff. The risk stuff is literally the safe bet. That's the risk in relationships. When you talk about taking educated risk, that real educated risk is in some shit like this. You know what? I'm going to go see if I can get this goddamn raise. I got what I say and all this stuff and everything like that. Because even if they say no, you're still good. But picking a mate, for lack of better words, somebody that's going to work themselves out and stuff like that, that right there, you shouldn't be guessing with certain things. There should be a set of standards that you should have, and that's all. Now, if you don't want to do that, all right, that's cool. But at the same time, I got to wonder why. Why is it so goddamn hard to just say, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and take this and waste my time and all that. Because you don't have as much time as you think you do. And the time that you do have, you should be spending it, not wasting it. And a lot of ladies in particular don't get it. Like, y'all can't waste your time with these lame asses. I'm not wasting my time with a woman who preaches about all type of sexual escapades, who looks like, hey, every time I'm with you, it's always a good time and all this stuff and everything like that. And I got to do what I got to do and all this stuff. And I think I'm going to build a future with that. I would be an idiot.